Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. The underscore from the Ditto clan, shout out to you guys, is playing as ISU 152. I ask you to take particular note of the statistics in this game. How is this game going to go? This game is all measured in statistics, isn't it? Aim time, dispersion, speed, terrain resistance, soft stats, damage, damage assist, tracking damage. It's all win rate, WN8. It's all statistics. And from the statistics, let's say one shot, one kill. Okay. I ask you to take particular note of the statistics in this game. Let's see. Okay, is he going to take 2 shots? Let's see. 2 shots. 2 kills. He is going to have good statistics in this game. But I propose to you, and I ask you to consider, that most people do not understand statistics. We just don't. We don't understand statistics. For example, let's do an experiment here. There was a scientist that did an experiment. He created a maze where people that enter the maze have to, first they have to go left, then they have to go right, then they have to climb some stairs and go down some stairs. Then they have to hop over a bar. 3 shots, 3 kills. And then they have to go through a doorway, which was a low doorway. They got to bend over, go through a doorway, and sprint towards the white light and get out. And he had people do this and told them, the faster they can do it, they'll be judged on how quickly they do it. And he did the experiment. Oh, wait a minute here. 4 shots, 4 kills. And I think he had 100 people do it. And out of those 100 people, 23 of them banged their head on the doorway as the low doorway. They banged their head and hurt their heads. 23 out of 100. And it turned out that all 23 of those people were over 6 feet tall. Right? So, obviously, from this experiment, you can conclude that tall people are more likely to hit their head. 5 shots, 5 kills. Tall people are more likely to hit their heads on low doorways. Right? Tall people are... Like short people there would be less short people. Right? The cure for hitting your head on the doorway in that experiment was, it's an advantage for short people. Short people would hit their heads less often than tall people. Right? And obviously, if you understand statistics, that is not a valid conclusion. And in fact, that is not what happened, because part of the experiment is everyone in the experiment was over 6 feet tall. Part of the condition to take the experiment was being over 6 feet tall. So all of them were 6 feet tall, and 23 of them hit their heads on the door. And it turns out stupid people were more likely to hit their heads on the doorway. 6 shots, 6 kills. So being tall, it didn't matter, right? That wasn't, because they didn't isolate that parameter. Wait a minute. 7 shots, 7 kills. And you think, oh, Klaus, you tricked us. Right, you tricked us. But what I just explained there was the typical misunderstanding of statistics. 8 shots, 8 kills. Because, I'll give you another example that's well known, and some of you are going to go, well, that's not the same, and some of you are, I'm probably going to... 9 shots, 9 kills. I'm probably going to upset some of you. Just recently, when we went through the COVID pandemic, what was noticed in hospitals, and this is true, is that a large percentage of people that were admitted to hospital with COVID had low measurements of vitamin D in their system. In certain places where they took these, where they tested people's blood and they tested these things, they found that a high percentage of people that were admitted into the hospital with COVID had low levels of vitamin D. That's true. And so obviously, just a minute here, guys. 10 shots, 10 kills. So obviously, if you just take vitamin D, you're less likely to get COVID. And vitamin D sales skyrocketed. What are you saying, Claus? I took vitamin D. Vitamin D is good for you. You don't know what you're talking about. This is a conspiracy theory. Conspiracy, you with this theory that's conspirized. You're just trying to... What? Shut up. Just a minute. Hold on. 11 shots, 11 kills. How many shots did he take and how many kills? He only took 11 shots, but he got 12 kills. Statistically, that's... Wait a minute. Hold on. We got to see this. No more talking about statistics till I see if he fires another shot. The truth was, everyone in the hospital. 12 shots, 12 kills. Everyone in the hospital had low vitamin D levels. As a matter of fact, almost everybody in civilization has low levels of vitamin D. Okay? Whether you had COVID or not. Oh, wait! I lost track of the statistics. How many times did he shoot? How many kills did he get? What? Who? Where? How? When? What a game, guys. What a game. He got 14 kills. He took 13 shots, he hit 13, and he killed 13. And he got 14 kills. Statistically, this was a good game. So to summarize, my two examples were just meant to spur your thought and make you think a little bit. Just because there's association of certain things does not imply cause and effect. And that's why people misunderstand statistics so much, and that's how different theories that have no basis in fact and aren't substantiated by the scientific method can just spread on the internet and on social media with no real basis, right? There's no cause and effect in the two examples I gave you. And the only way to truly isolate a variable like that is to do a control group, is to do a proper scientific comparison of the two. For hitting your head on the doorway, you would have to have 100 tall people do the experiment and see how many hit their heads, and then 100 short people do the experiments and see how many hit their head. Maybe, just maybe, it could be that if you had 100 people that were only 5 feet tall and the doorway was 6 feet tall, that 23 people would still hit their head, because the short people are always leaping up in the air as they run, because they run funny. Or I don't know, because they're even stupider than the 6 foot tall stupid people that hit their head. You have to do control. But Klaus, it would be more likely that the tall people would hit their head instead of the short people. Well, if you had 100 smart tall people that could do the maze without hitting their heads, and 100 short people that were smart not hit their heads, then it's the same. But what if you take 100 stupid people that are short and 100 smart people that are tall? Then the smart tall people wouldn't hit their head, and the short stupid people still wouldn't hit their head because they're short, and there's too many variables. See, you have to isolate one variable. You can't have 2 or 3 variables. And the same goes with the vitamin D. Just because a lot of people that are in hospital have low vitamin D, a lot of people that went in to the doctor complaining about foot fungus had low levels of vitamin D. Therefore, if I take vitamin D, I won't have foot fungus. It's a COVID, foot fungus, same thing, right? No, it's not. It's just that you can't make that leap. It's like another statistics that I read. And this is coffee companies. Okay, companies that sell coffee. Okay, companies that sell coffee say the number one the number one source of antioxidants in America people get is from drinking coffee. So obviously coffee is good for you. It has antioxidants. You should drink coffee. Wrong. Wrong. The reason that the number one source of antioxidants for North Americans is coffee is because the rest of North American diet is so shit, is so terrible. People eat such garbage that they don't get antioxidants from other antioxidants rich foods that are much better than coffee. Everyone drinks coffee, and 90% of people eat garbage. Therefore, coffee is the number one source of antioxidants. Why don't you just eat blueberries? So, why am I going on about this? Because I'm in a weird mood, and I thought I'd give you guys a little talk about the stuff, right? Stuff, because you read so much garbage. You read so much garbage that you realize that if you just have a critical mind and you think a little bit, you realize that almost everything you read and everything that anyone asserts, any company that's trying to sell you something, any government that's trying to tell you something, any person on the internet that's trying to promote something for the reason of making money or selling you something or just to get clicks, to get people to to get furious about something or to label something a conspiracy theory or whatever. It's all garbage. Right? It's just all garbage, and it's very difficult for the average schmo to understand what a real conclusion is and what just a false, stupid conclusion is. And that's not our fault, because most of us are not statisticians and scientists. Most of us are morons, right? Most of us are just regular morons. I am a scientist, actually. So I do understand this stuff. But most of you that are watching are morons. But I'm told by YouTube, don't insult your audience or they're less likely to subscribe. But it's true. You are most of you, not all of you, right? So some of you, and this is how you get out of it. You say, well, not all of you, just some of you are morons. Only about 80% of you are morons. 20% of you are actually pretty clever. And what naturally happens now is all of you that are watching, 99% of you believe that you're part of that 20% group that I just said are not morons. And I just said, 90% of you are morons, or 80% of you are morons. Well, 20% of you are actually pretty smart, and all of you think you're part of that 20% group. So you still like me. Right? You don't believe that I insulted you. You believe I insulted everyone else. Somehow I don't think I dug myself a hole here, guys. I'm in the hole, and please don't unsubscribe. I'm trying my best. Okay? I'm trying my best, even though I think I screwed up on this video. Did I screw up on this video? Have we seen this game before? Have I done it again? No. Have I? This game seems familiar. All right? Okay. The game seems familiar. Therefore, I've already showed you this game. Is that statement correct? No, it's not correct. Just because it seems familiar doesn't mean I showed it to you before. Now I've got you thinking. You're thinking to yourself, I remember seeing something like this. You know why you remember seeing something like this? Because you've played this game 40,000 times. Okay? You've seen steps before. You've seen the Russian tank with 2 barrels before. You've seen someone say, defend the base before. You've seen tanks move around like this before. You've seen someone by this train shooting through the train and the tracks before, right? You've seen all of this before, maybe in a different order, in a different situation, with a slightly different result or a slightly different, in a slightly different order, and your brain is now playing tricks on you. It's thinking, maybe, is he trolling us? We have seen this before. He's playing that. We've mentioned that twice already, that he screwed up and he showed that light tank video twice. Did he do it on purpose? No, that was a mistake, actually. Do you guys know I did show a video twice, and I did 2 different commentaries on it? No, I think I did the same commentary. I just thought I had a different title. I released the video, and then like a month later, I released the same video with a different title. Because usually when I make the video, okay, when I make this video, and I put it together and I edit it, hopefully I do the edits. I've screwed up some of the editing lately. When I do the editing, I put it together, and then I load it. What I do is then I delete it from the desktop and I put it somewhere else. I do save them on a drive, but it's removed from my desktop so it shall never infiltrate my system again, right? And that particular video that I released twice, I for some reason I forgot to delete it from my desktop. It was in the corner. And then like a month later, when I recorded about 5 or 6 new ones, and I put them on there, and I was ready to manipulate them, and they got mixed up with that one, and so I had forgotten because I can't remember anything, and then it got mixed in there, and so I released it again. And the answer to your question is no, we have not seen this game before. Okay, we just haven't. Ho 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 ho! Oh, look, that was a good shot. Can you do it again? Yes, he can. Wow, this guy's having a good game. I'm rambling. I didn't even told you. Who is this? This is Baron Blood. Baron Blood. There's only 34 seconds left, Baron Blood. What? Why am I showing you this? Snap! How did he miss that? I apologize, guys. I apologize. Please don't be upset. Oh, wait! 1. Does he have a teammate? Is it? I made you watch this whole video so that you can witness. Fooled ya! Victory! Do you see? Do you see how the mind? Do you see how your mind get? Do you see? Huh? That was a victory. You thought it was, the way I talked, you thought it was a draw, right? You thought, oh, he made us watch this whole thing, it's a draw. No, it was one of those encounter thingies. All he had to do was not die. Ha! Gotcha! Leave some comments, guys. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Help the channel grow. Think about what I said, because, things are more complicated and more tricky to understand than you may just assume. Stay safe and stay happy, and I will catch you on the next one. P.S. One last fact that I'll mention before I let you go, and this is true scientific fact. 87% of all statistics are just made up. Think about that.